According to Tom Freston, innovation is taking two things that already exist and putting them together in a new way. These and more is what you see on the Pioneer STEM Show, when we bring our young techies showcase their innovative sides. My name is Choma Omolaye, and with me
is David Adeosun.
Remember, if you want to be a guest on the Pioneer STEM Show, you know just what to do. Visit us on any of our social media handles as seen on the screen below. And so talking about guests, you might want to introduce our guest for today's show.
Yes, I'm excited about this one. Today, we're going to be meeting Dogban Makanjuola. He's a graduate of YABATECH College of Technology, and he's an embedded and an IoT developer as well. He has some impressive projects in his portfolio, and we'll be seeing one of those today. And today, he brought a smart box, an IoT smart box. So according to him, this is used to make any normal house smart, pretty much. So I'm excited to see this.
Trust me, I can't wait to meet him and have a chit chat with him. And I am also sure that you can't wait to also meet him. This is still the Pioneer STEM Show. Keep it locked down. Stay with us and learn. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back to the Pioneer STEM Show. We have with us Dogban Makanjuola. Yes. Yeah. So, Mr. Dogban, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let us meet you. What do you do, and why are you here?
Okay. My name is Dogban Makanjuola. I'm a graduate of YABATECH College of Technology, and I am here on this show to show one of my projects, which is the IoT smart box. So, yeah.
So you said, you made mention that you're an IoT and embedded system developer. What does that mean? Explain to us.
Okay. Embedded system development is basically we all know today we make use of smartphone, we make use of different appliances. All these come together as a process of embedding some kind of hardware together to perform those tasks. So the people who design this system are called embedded engineers. So I major in development of circuits, PCB, and the like. So
amazing. How did you get into this?
I would say I'm actually very curious. I always want to get my hands on tech, get things doing. So I would say my curiosity led me to this field, and I will also say I started my journey, I think, during the lockdown period, where we had nowhere to go, and it was totally a boring period for me. So I needed to get something doing. So I stumbled upon a software, Proteus, then. So started learning how to simulate circuits and the likes, and yeah, that was where I started the whole design of circuits and the likes, design of advanced systems. And I would like to even say big shout out to my friend Franklin, who got me my first kit then.
Amazing.
So
thank you, Franklin.
Which helped me a lot. That really helped my career. So
amazing. Yeah. A lot of people got into tech during the lockdown period. I could count a number of people I know that switched industries during that lockdown period. So I want to ask you, with the projects you work on, right? What is the eventual goal here? What are you aiming to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years?
Okay. My goal is to have Nigeria as one of the countries that develop their own hardware, because majorly what we do in this country is we tend to import parts of this hardware, like the smart home systems today. Standard smart home will always have imported devices, which is kind of it's not encouraging, because we also can do all these things. We need to learn how to do all these things. So my goal is to have a startup that focus on developing those hardware from scratch in Nigeria, and we don't have to focus or rely on external countries to get parts and the likes.
Amazing. So what has been your biggest challenge as a Nigerian youngster in tech? What has been something that has really hindered a lot of your ideas?
Um, I would say it's basically materials, which
Getting
we
materials.
getting the materials, and also when you finally see these materials, they are very, very expensive. So if we can start producing stuffs in our country, I believe all these problems will be solved. So my major challenge is materials and how expensive they get these days. So, yeah.
So if you should have unlimited resource, let's say some Elon Musk wants to sponsor some of your projects, what would they look like? What will your projects be able to do? How would they touch lives?
Yeah, from starting with the smart home, it will create an ecosystem where smart home can be very much affordable for even a medium class in Nigeria. Because when currently when you talk about smart homes, you're talking about the high class
Yes, those
set of
houses on
that.
the island.
But
Yeah.
smart home is something everyone should be able to afford, should at least be able to do basic switching in the house without you going there manually. So will kind of create that ecosystem where things will be cheaper for people to like afford.
Okay, so your target market, if this becomes, you made mention of having a startup
Yeah.
eventually, or do you have one already?
We kind of.
Okay, so you're working towards that.
Yes.
What will be the primary product, or should I say the starting product of your startup?
Development of hardware.
Okay.
It can be in health sector, building devices that will help physical challenge people, and building devices that we can use in our agricultural system, like automating the farm. The farmer doesn't need to go to the farm before he can turn up his pump and stuff like that. So we're looking at all those.
You know, hardware, just like software, is very broad. You know, and these venture capitalists, if they were there to fund your idea, they would ask you to focus on something. They would demand what you are trying to channel your energy towards. So, you know, I know there are many industries that this is applicable to, right? So I want to know which industry is a preference to you that you would love to put your energy in pertaining to the Nigerian economy.
I'll say the agricultural industry.
Okay, you like food,
because yeah, and the inflation in the country is
food prices.
Yes, so if we can tackle the issue of local production and using technology, obviously, to speed up our processes, yeah, it's a.
I'm trying to connect agriculture and IoT, and it's not connecting. Give me an idea. How do you?
Okay, if we want to connect agriculture and IoT, we can have a system where a farmer tends to like monitor his farm produce, like from the starting point, where you need to know your soil pH, your acidity, all those stuff, water level of the soil. You need to measure all those things. We can have a device that can measure all those things, and farmer doesn't need to go in there to do manual job to get those parameters. And also it helps the farmer to like have a data which he can use to like predict what his decision will be in probably a few. For instance, now our normal farming process, we do what we call guesswork. Farmer can just say, oh, this plant, I think I should add this amount of fertilizer to it. But if you know the contents of the soil, you can easily control the amounts of fertilizer you apply without adding too much or under.
So they get to make educated decisions.
Yes,
amazing.
Exactly.
I'm seeing these worth, you know, billions of naira, because I know food is a major part of our economy, and increasing food security would really help people. generally in a long way.
Yeah,
So this
definitely.
is an amazing thing you're doing, and I just want to ask, what drives you? Why? Why are you doing this? Why? You can be doing Bitcoin. Why are you doing this? Why IoT?
I enjoy IoT a lot because I see it as a part of me because it's something I always want to. I just want to do something that is different, something that people will see and they will want to appreciate it, and it is solving a problem. So IoT is one of those things. So I tend to focus my energy more on IoT. And as they say that when you focus on so many things at the same time, you end up doing nothing. So
True.
it's better you just focus on one, and with time you can look at the other ones. But currently I'm more focused on the IoT aspect.
This is an amazing young man with the ideas he's spilling right now. They are worth, what I'm very visionary. All I'm seeing is money. Thank you so much for staying with us on the Pioneer STEM Show. We'll be right back after this break.